Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream, guys. We are playing some Dune Awakening. We got a couple things we got to do. We got to make sure the Deep Desert base is fully closed down, and we got all our resources out of there. And we also want to do some remodeling on our base. So those are a couple of the main things we're going to do. And there's also a few things that I'd like to farm up. Ideally, we'll see if we're able to. I was just chatting with everybody. I was about to say as I was like typing in all the stuff that I need to do, to switch over the stream and everything. It reminded me once I like joked with my wife. I was like, "Oh yeah, you were just like going away like you were typing away over there, so I didn't want to like bother you because it sounded like you were typing intensely." And she was like, she's finally like stopped me and she was like, that's just how fast I type. I'm not even trying to type fast. And I was like, oh. I type slower than that, a lot slower. Oh my gosh, I'm getting shaken down for treats. These guys are just like, we want a bunny cam. Get the bunny cam and then give us treats on the bunny cam. It would be nice if they were adding to the content instead of taking away from it. So we might have to do that sooner rather than later. The more problems they cause, the more it gets, it's going to get kicked up to the top of the list. All right, let's go ahead and join Cashel here. Hey, Cashel. Just dropping in with a stream, man. How's it going?
Good. I was just actually wrapping up, going to bed.
Oh, yeah. I just, before you do, I just want to say that I noticed that the only thing you changed about the house that I had set up was that you took off my marquee sign.
The gas side?
That said gas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna try to redo some building stuff on it, probably tomorrow.
Okay.
Because I did a bunch of farming today, and well, I might wait till Wednesday because with the deep desert change tomorrow, we'll probably all be out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hoping before this weekend to have something built up that everybody can come and check out and give their own positive feedback.
Yeah. I just want to say that I think you're a toxic person, and that's all I had to say.
Oh,
That's
okay.
all I had to say. You destroyed my marquee. Didn't do anything else.
All right.
Oh my
I'm
god.
sorry. No, I was going to go further, but I didn't have what I needed to do it at the time, and I didn't want to disrupt other people using the base.
No,
So
I don't.
I apologize
I
that I
don't.
took the gas on you.
It's okay. It's a work of art, I thought, but it's fine. It's fine. Everybody has different tastes. It's fine. No,
Hmm.
I am all jokes.
Okay. I was just trying to figure out how I was going to put it back, actually.
No, not at all. Not at all. I will have to show everybody. I am going to enter that photo though. I appreciate you making it look cool. It'll be nice that if it doesn't look like a gas station when all things
It
are said and done.
may.
Okay.
It may. It may not. It may go
Oh yeah, we did talk about this,
even
right?
worse
You
than
said.
yours, possibly.
Yeah, you said if it does end up looking like a gas station, you'll put the sign back, right?
I will put the sign back.
Okay.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I'm going to Salido it before I even start making any more changes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
because if it comes out and it's just not what it ought to be, then I'll just rip it all back down and I'll put it back up with the Salido image.
all right. Well, sorry, I was just harassing you for the stream for the lulls. So, anyways,
All right.
have a good
Yeah,
night.
No, I feel bad. Okay.
Don't feel
All right,
bad.
good
It's
night.
totally
I'm
fine.
sorry.
Don't
Adventure
know. Man.
All right. Good night.
All right. See you later. All right. I think I made him feel bad. He sounded like he's had a long day. Sounded a little sleepy. So, I feel bad giving him a hard time. Oh man. Daedric, when are you gonna come play, dude? Come play with us. We're just gonna grab a few things, a few of these uniques here. I don't know if I've told you guys. Let me make sure. I didn't check on the stream actually. Let me check and make sure everything's looking good here. Looks okay. I have a theory, guys, and I'm waiting one more week to confirm. But I have a theory that even in the Haga Basin area here, that there is loot rotations week to week. I think that is one of the things that's going on here, and part of the reason is because this last week, which is ending tonight, pretty late, Hi, sweetie. I can't give you more treats. You've had too many. Gonna give you the boring treats, and then maybe she'll stop asking for them. Um, Things like this bloodshot buggy engine. They were dropping this last week. They were not dropping the week before, and they were dropping the week before that. Hello, guys. Welcome back. All right, sorry about that. We didn't just crash. We hard crashed. Had to press and hold on the PC to restart everything. So let me just see. It looks like it's showing offline on Twitch right now. I don't know if that's okay. Well, our vehicle's okay. Thank God. That would have been terrible. Would have been terrible to lose. Um, Not exactly sure what happened there. Are we live again? Hey, cool. All right, looks like we're back on Twitch. Chatbot is not up, guys. Let me get that up real quick. All right. Chatbot is back up. I think we're good. Sorry, I have no idea what I was saying. I think I was talking about these loot tables and how I think that they cycle through every week. That item that I mentioned, there's like 5 that are like that I know about. At least, yeah, at least. So it's not just like one item that I think is doing that or has caused me to think that way. Another one is like there's a rare compactor that I haven't seen drop, or I have seen drop this last week, and it was the same deal as every other week. It was coming back, and so on and so forth. So it could just be that the RNG is weird. Could be an artifact, but that has been my observation. All right. Cool. Yeah, looks like we're good everywhere. At least YouTube is good. Yep, looks like Twitch is good as well. All right, cool. Cool. Sorry about that. Did I? Oh, yeah, I did vehicle tool my Thopter. Thank goodness it wasn't out in the deep desert, or it wasn't in the desert. Hopefully that wasn't a sandstorm blowing in. Doesn't look like it. Our vehicle would be a lot more wrecked. Sometimes when you're on the edge here, the sandstorms, they come from the edge of the, to the edge of the map, and so you won't hardly get any warning. So I was a little bit worried that's what happened. There's a lot more particle effects so what's happening is once a week when they reset the deep desert. Oh. Nice. Let's take a look over here. This is a really inconvenient spot, I feel like, but it looks cool. What is going on top there? Oh, it's like a whole, like, wow. Okay. It's a whole thing. You could live up there. Interesting. Got their spice harvester brought back and everything. Yeah, but when the Coriolis storm is coming, which is what wipes and resets the deep desert, all of the world becomes like this, and it's actually really cool. You'll also see lightning strikes that look pretty awesome, and so on and so forth. I really hope that some people have helped out and have grabbed stuff from the deep desert house. I don't know if they have. They haven't. It might be a problem because we might be space trucking if that is the case, because means that we've got like 6 loads to do or something by ourselves, which would not be very fun. That is one of the things that I want to work out. It's actually probably going to be my first like actual video guide and kind of talking about stuff on Dune, besides just the live streams. Is I think I'm going to write up a spreadsheet to share with everybody, because some of the logistics of base operations there's a lot to it, and there's also some stuff that is maybe not intuitive. So I think it could be helpful for a lot of people, and then make a spreadsheet available for everybody so they can figure out what they need to harvest up and have ready to take out to their. Oh, here we go. This is another example actually of one of those things. We're not going to bother with these guys. Not going to bother with them. Oh. Go. So this is another one of those things that has been dropping this week. If it has not dropped before now, it's the compact compactor. The Mark V in particular, I have not seen, but the week before last, and I've gotten multiple, 2 or 3 this week. The buggy engine, again, the week before this one, I was not seeing it at all, and I think I've gotten 3 or 4 this week, and I had the same experience the week before. I really like having that engine, so I farmed up. So I made sure to like keep checking these areas. Yeah, okay, two. Actually, I think that's 3 because I think I made 1, so I've got at least 2 left. Over here, this is Glenn's base right in front of us, who is part of the guild and someone who plays ESO with us. So he's expanding and improving upon it. And this is our base, which we're looking at changing up some. Changed up a lot, actually. Would like to. I tried some things. I played around with some stuff, but I don't think it's quite. I don't think it's quite what we want here. All right, so first off, we're gonna make sure that we got stuff refining if we can. Looks like we do. Oh, not that much more. We might do an aluminum run. Oh, we should have grabbed jasmium. Well, I don't think I had storage on this copter, anyways. All right. Actually, what was our water like? What's our water situation? Got a bunch. Okay, so we need to get some stuff refining. Do we got anything to refine over here? Not really. No cobalt. No. Oh, or silicone to refine. And we probably can't even put any bodies in because we're basically full on water. So we have really gone overboard, or maybe like solved our water problem. But let's go mine up a little aluminum. Let's see if anybody else is in game too, just to say hello. Oh, hey, look who we got here. We got Nani. And cool. Urisha, they might be hanging out, leveling, doing stuff. Oh, you know what? Let me get rid of some of the stuff in my personal inventory before we head out. Just in case. We want to grab some bodies. We want our inventory to be pretty empty. We also have some miscellaneous stuff. We'll go through it upstairs. Real quick. Oh, yeah, and I should learn those various things. So we're going to put the Mark IV compactor in here. Nani, if you're watching, grab this compactor if you don't have one. It causes less worm. It attracts less worm attention. We don't need the adept. I'm probably gonna learn that bloodshot. Maybe I don't need to. I just want to make sure that we have plenty for the guild, and I guess people can kind of like farm up their own. So I think I am gonna learn it. I just want to make sure that all of our vehicles have those improved engines because they're really nice to have. What else do we forget? Okay, we got a couple of other things that we can put over here. We'll put. Apparently, we don't have any melange spice food in here. This is somebody's Solari that I need to figure out whose that is. And then yeah, I guess we'll go decon some stuff because we don't need the rest of this. Yeah. Sorry, I gotta check on these rabbits when they make noises. You know, see what's going on with them. All right. I think that is good. There we go. All right, let's go mine some stuff up. Oh, I say that. Do I have a vehicle tool on me? Wait, why don't I have a vehicle tool on me? Oh my gosh. I love the movement in this game. It starts off a little bit slow, but after a while, you're flying. You're flying. I forgot I made that stuff and I left it in here. Glad nobody snagged it. What do I need? Vehicle tool? Is that one of these? Or is that under the, probably in the vehicle? Maybe? Oh no, those are all specialty. Fabricator? I don't remember where we get the vehicle. There we go. Is this it? No? No? I don't mean vehicle tool. I mean a welding torch. There's a Mark 1. Where do I make the Mark V at? I literally don't remember. I would have guessed here. Can't be garments. Is it survival? And I just don't know where it's at? It might be. It might be. No, it's not water. Is it? I wouldn't think it would be. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. Jeez. We've gone through a lot of welding torches recently. You know, we're gonna leave that one there. We're gonna grab a used one, and we're just gonna use it until it breaks. I think that's what we'll do. Oh, actually, there was one there. And here, grab a couple of them, repair them. We don't need a full one right now. Whenever we go out to the deep desert to do stuff, we do want a full one. Want to make sure that it's not going to break on us. Same thing with our suspensor belt. I don't think we're trying to get in anything crazy, so we'll just repair this one. I've gone through like three full suspensor belts in one particular outing before, so you can go through them quite fast. All right, most of the aluminum is this way this particular week. So we'll turn it around. We're just going to do a little aluminum gathering. After that, we'll head out to the deep desert to see what's going on with our base. We still have a bunch of stuff out there. So that's pretty important that we... This guy going to melee us. He's going to stand under our vehicle. Guys, I don't have time to kill you right now. I'm sorry. I love running over those NPCs with... Oh, there we go. We need this. With the buggy. After I just tossed all that scrap. We got to grab some more. Yeah, another one that is, I think is in rotation right now is this Tarl cutter array, which is a unique cut array and does a good job with titanium and stravidium, which is the highest tier mining resource that you can grab right now. And so a lot of people have won it. And again, I've gotten several this week when I didn't get any last week. Damn, I was just going to go on a Lumina run. Oh, well, if you want to, you can join me, I suppose. If you want, Nani, I'll trade you. I could go do some jasmium and bring some back for us. Should I turn around? I'll go do a jasmium run? Or we could go together if you want. I know you said you're not quite comfortable doing that yet by yourself. Oh, you're going for yourselves. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Whatever. I don't know. All right. Well, I'll steal it all. I think this happened earlier too. I saw somebody come out, and I think they were going to go on an aluminum, go grab some aluminum, and then I came out and was going for it. I'm just trying to keep the industrial, military industrial complex moving along because we've got water, but but we're not really refining too much. And it takes so long for aluminum. God, aluminum takes so long. So we might have to kill these guys just because they're going to keep shooting at us while we're trying to mine. We'll see. We'll see. There's plenty. All right. All right. I will fight you for the limited resources. All right. It's interesting. The nodes, for those who are not aware, the nodes, I think they stay basically the same, maybe all the way the same. But one thing that changes is what spawns there. And so 1 week that might be aluminum there right now, but next week after the Coriolis storm, which is what's happening right now and over tonight, they'll be in different places. Nani, do you know about the couple of the tier 5 uniques that are pretty important to grab? If you can, and where they're at? A couple of, like that Tarl cutter array and the Mark V spice compactor, or just compactor, I guess. I can go back over it. Okay. Okay, cool. I mentioned it when I first started, but I'll go over it real quick for everybody. I see there's people popping in. We DC'd there, so I'll do it in just a sec. Um, actually, I can do it now. They're not actively shooting at me. I'll hop out of the vehicle real quick. Okay, so for places, guys, just to zoom out here, right? This is the Odom over here. In the top right hand corner of it, right here, it's the last spire, or the like in the corner, top right, northeast. If you go in here and you drop down, I think I showed you this the other day. If you go in there, you've got a chance to find this Tarl cutter array. It is a unique tier 5 cutter array. My understanding, I haven't actually checked it, well, we could look, is that it mines titanium, strontium better than a Mark 6. I don't know if that's true. It says 48 right now. Let's look at a Mark 6, actually. Do we have a Mark 6? Yeah. 48. As well as. How about that? It does as well as. And this.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Oh, okay, cool. That's a Coriolis storm. I was like, oh, God. So it works just as well as a Mark, as a Mark 6. And you can get it, and I do think these are on a rotation, as I mentioned. We'll see next week, but you can get them there. If you ever need, what are they? The carbide scraps or diamond dean dust. The place also to go, right? This is where the electric worm is at. There's a tower, like right here, right? If you go to the very top of the tower and land there and look around, you'll find some cool stuff. You'll find those 2 resources. And then another great place is just above the radiation zone in Sheol is this edge of Acheron here. Go in there and check that. And then also down here at the wreck of the Eporia. So those places you'll find several of these pretty key uniques. Some of them are, so for example, as we were talking about a second ago, one of them is this Mark V unique, the Bloodshot buggy engine. The acceleration on this thing is so much better. It just feels nice when you're going to farm. I don't think we have it on this one, but just by the feel of it. So that's really nice. You can also find the bigger buggy boot, although I think I found one earlier in the week, but I haven't found one since. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't even this week. That might be one of those things that were out of rotation. This is the compactor that you'll also find. So in these various areas, Mark V. Typically in the Odom, you'll only find tier 4 things, but that cutter array will drop here. This is where it drops, or one of the places. It might drop, from what I can tell, guys, there's loot tables that will be shared between several locations, as far as I can tell, and no one item only drops in one location in most situations, at least that I can tell. So everything that someone's like, oh, there's one place you can find it, and it's here, I have found those things at other places. So I think that they share loot locations, and I think they rotate as well. So yeah, the cutter array, the compactor, those are the 2 like really big ones, obviously for harvesting, make your life easier. The Bloodshot engine and the bigger buggy boot, which is the storage, also really nice quality of life things, and you can also find plenty of tier 5 weapons and unique armor and stuff like that as well. There are some other places, that drop those. Basically, Sheol drops a lot of the Mark 5 stuff. To get heavy armor in Mark 5, heavy unique armor rather, is what I mean by that too. I'm talking about uniques when I'm saying all this stuff. You kind of have to go to the radiation zone and be like in it, as far as I found. There's plenty of places where you can find light armor, like in that wreck and in the Barrens area. Also, I respect, guys. I have no passives for mining right now, unfortunately, but is what it is. I accidentally spent all my points and just playing around. I wasn't like paying attention. I was like, okay, I thought I would just have enough points, and I did not. All right, we're almost done with the route we're going to go. Grab a couple more, and then we'll just be heading back. And then I think it's deep desert time. Oh, almost missed that one over there. It's really confined to this, on this map at least, on this our Haga. I don't know if each Haga is different or the same. All the aluminum. There's normally a lot on the other side, but it's all been over here. This go. Or at least most of it. Let's grab these fuel cells just so we have some. All right, and we'll head back to base now. There's more we can get, but let's see. Yeah, we're over 2,000 out of 2,700. So that's good enough. And let's actually look and see what engine we have. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we do have the Bloodshot engine. And we do have the bigger buggy boot. Okay, so we are fully here. So one of our others, I think, is missing the engine, I believe. Or maybe it was the one we took out to the deep desert. But one of them. All right. Oh, hey, somebody else is trying to mine. Let's get them. Let's get them. Let's get them. Yeah. Get out of here. Let's give them a couple of shots, too. Hope this is Nani. I'm assuming this is Nani. We'll see. Oh, it's there we go. Eurisha. Oh, there we go. We're not in a PvP area. You guys want to go to 2v1 by the ship?
Nah, I don't want to embarrass you tonight.
Okay, all right, all right.
Are you done? Seriously, I don't want to take it if you're still buying.
Oh no, I'm done. I'm done. I don't know if there's any left, but I'm done. May
All right.
May all your harvesting be plentiful.
Back at ya. See you later.
All right, see you later. Just because we can. I was, in fact. I was trying to Grand Theft Auto you, Nani. All right. We'll just unload here. Man, we're running out of space a bit. So I just added this guy, and it's like almost full. It's a high-quality problem to have. Jeez. Okay, both those guys are full. Oh, man. All right, there we go. A little bit everywhere. So we're just going to make sure our generators are good to go. We'll leave that guy parked there, and then we'll head out to the deep desert. I think will be the plan. Let's get this stuff refining. Hey, there we go. Oh, 850. How long is that going to take? There we go, 4.5 hours. That's what I like to see. And then, you know, I think we could use some stravidium. I think we have like 1,000 titanium, and we don't have any stravidium, though. I dropped a bunch of batteries earlier. Base is pretty low. Oh, okay, thank you, Nani. Cool, yeah, I do need to make sure that everything's powered. All right, I made some extra stuff for myself. I'm just going to put up this my personal storage where I can put stuff. So I made some of these uniques so that don't accidentally spend too many resources and not have enough to have a backup, be able to make them. I don't know why I have 2 compactors. Can drop. Oh, yeah, I do. I was taking stuff out of the base earlier, and we had one there. I don't know if we have a thing just for compact. Yeah, we do. Okay, cool. And I think there was an extra one there, and it must just accidentally got left in my inventory. I think that's good. We don't have that many darts, but we got plenty of scrap. We've got our heal kits. Do we have a life scanner? We do not. We should grab our life scanner. And we'll swap these. I think that looks good. There we go, handheld life scanner. All right, looks good. I think we're golden. I think we need to. I'm trying to decide if we should take which vehicle to take. I think we're going to go out in the slow one. So we'll take the fast one as a backup. And I think this is us. I have access to many of these vehicles, so I just want to make sure I grab the one that is actually mine. Yeah, it looks like it. Cool. All right, we're going to head out. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to get some fuel. We are going to get some fuel first before we head out. And we don't have any. Let's go grab some. Make some extras, make some mediums, make some smalls just in case. That should be good. You know what we'll do is we'll just do this. Wait for it to pop out here. There it goes, and then we just split that stack again, so it'll go to the storage, which should be the one over there that I just went in. Is this good enough? I don't know if the suspensor belt is. Well, hopefully we won't get anything crazy. We're not trying to get into anything crazy, at least. Famous last words. Last time I said that, we ended up PvPing for a very long time. Alright, and then hopefully I'll check that we have water. We do. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, on the road again. Definitely like the look of the Atreides Thopter. Don't know if I love the color on this guy as much, but the overall, the lines, the angles, and everything else looks pretty cool. Looks fairly sleek. It's kind of weird having the boxy nose, but I think it all works. Definitely is unique. I'm really afraid we're going to have to be chirping stuff back and forth. might have to call for some help. Otherwise, that's all we're going to be doing all night, and I'll have to end the stream early because that's not very fun to watch. I don't mind doing a couple of loads or whatever. I've already done several. Other people have helped out too, but I know that some people maybe couldn't see the base was the problem, and so they don't probably know where to go. I'll have to remedy that for next week so more people can help out. The permissions on the base and on a lot of things really are not, they're not ideal, is what I would say, which is kind of a bummer. There's a lot of customization, but it's not really very user friendly. And like people, if you set a guild to be like a base to be open to your guild, at least what we found is that people won't be able to see your base, even though they have access to it. Which I don't really understand. You have to set them as like, you have to set individuals. You can't just be like, yeah, this is a guild base. And so there's not a lot of quality life features around that. I don't know why that is. I think it could be possible that some of that is them intending. A lot of what they've done with the game seems intended for smaller group play. And I don't know if that's why they were trying to not go remove the MMO title and stuff like that from it, if they were trying to, because it's not necessarily. I've seen large groups when you get like 40 people or so. in a trying to do like some sort of operation. It's so easy to friendly fire each other. It's so easy to it's just, I mean, it's difficult to do all that stuff, so it becomes easy to not do it well. And I've seen quite a bit of that already. I think that they really designed around, groups of four, and that's kind of the impression I get, and that it's not really intended. But I think people, one of the things that happens with games, and game developers know this too, it's a known thing, is that at some point the game is less yours than it is the players. I say that. I don't know if everybody gets that, but a lot of game developers understand that. It's a known thing, at least. Maybe they don't. Maybe some of them know it but don't like it or something. But the game becomes less yours and becomes more the players. And what you try to design and how it's being played might be two different things. And at some point there, I mean, you either have to redesign to get people to play it the way you want it, or the better option is people are enjoying it. You might have to do both, depending on the situation, though. I guess saying like you can only do one or the other is a little narrow-minded. But generally speaking, it's the players, right? Like, they're the one paying to play the game, and if they're playing it one way, it's often best to lean into that way of playing. And if and it's also one of the things, like, if you just it's like no plan, no game development plan survives contact with the players, right? So, I think that even if they don't want people or didn't necessarily originally intend for people to do mass combat, I love a lot of their design choices for keeping things small. I love that the groups are limited to 4. I love how you don't have icons above everybody. Well, there should be icons you can get in a lot of situations, but they don't always work. I don't like that. I think things should work as they're, like they're supposed to, I suppose. But in general, like, I like all that stuff, and I enjoy what they've done. I like how clean the UI is. A lot of people don't like it because it's different, and I don't know if they lastingly don't like it, but they will make comments that they don't like it. And I think a lot of that is, every other game you've played, when it has a big health bar above everybody and everybody's got, icon. Here, you can't even tell when someone's an NPC or not half the time. And, I mean, you have to watch how they move. If you just look at them, you're not like, oh yeah, that's a player. That adds so much to the immersion. Is a really fun style of play. The game, if you just watch your screen, it will tell you all the things you need to know about combat. You might not know what all of them are at first, even though you're seeing them, but it does actually tell you. I think that's super cool. So, a lot of features that I really like. I think some people would say they don't like those. Because, again, I think they're used to a different style of game. My sincere hope is that people will continue to keep an open mind and will try something different, and won't just be like, oh, yeah. So I'm just going to double check over here and see. I think there's one more item that I'm looking to get that I didn't. And I think I've got a little bit of time to go try to see if we can't farm it up. Let me see. Here's what's left of our base. We got a lot to break down still. What are the odds these are empty? Not at all. Not at all. Wow. Okay. Well, that's gonna be it's gonna be a haul. Oh man. So we don't need to bring back some of this stuff. But we certainly want to bring back everything we can. If we have to, we'll leave the plastone. And we'll just take everything else. Let's see if we can sort this by volume. There we go. Oh, don't want that in my personal inventory. All right, we're full there. Yeah, I mean, just looking at the volume here, that's over, this is a assault thopter load and a half. just here. So we can take whatever we can. Yeah, we got another load here. Well, actually, before we do that, let's see if there is something. Let me look. Oh, I think I was looking at a website that has a lot of this stuff, and I think they've already rolled over and are telling us where stuff will be for next cycle. And I don't know how to see where it is for this current one. I know some of the guys have told me where this stuff is at. I just don't remember, so I was just trying to check. Let me see if there's a way to figuring that out. Well, guys, the stream might be ending a little bit early tonight because this is what I got to do. I'm not going to stream going back and forth for you guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do it while probably watching something else that I need to check up on, do some research on what everybody else is making content on and stuff like that for Dune Awakening, or maybe for ESO. Man, that's such a bummer. Let me see. Browse database. There we go. We'll do tier 6. I'm using dune.gaming.tools, and it's a pretty nice website for looking up this kind of stuff. I do recommend it. All right, so we're checking for tier 6 uniques, and I'm just kind of scanning through, hoping I will recognize this thing whenever I see it. Look like there's some pretty interesting uniques coming out next patch for tomorrow. So I'm excited to check that out. Tomorrow, the plan, guys, is I'll be streaming Dune for like a large part of the day. Oh, there we go. I think it's one of these. And I'm gonna be streaming exploring the deep desert. So that is my plan. Maybe it's this Regis GRDA, maybe? Does that sound right? Well, I don't know where this thing is at. I will have to bug one of my friends about it. They might be able to tell me. But I think we got to call it here, guys. Super anticlimactic. I might just delete this spot. I don't know. We talked about a few things, but yeah, we're just going to be running stuff back and forth. So we'll be on tomorrow, though. We'll be exploring the deep desert. I want to talk about the logistics of setting up a base and like where to have it and everything else. And so I think there'll be like, even though we'll just be going from point to point, I think it'll be fun to kind of have that conversation. We'll also be like grabbing stuff and like going to, ships and stuff like that along the way as we explore. And yeah, should be a good time. All right. Well, we'll see you guys later. Nani, have a good night, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching.